We got the top load of those ELD VT bullets. Welcome back to another video, guys. Today we're going to be going over the ELD VT range results, so I hope you enjoy. In our previous video, we talked about the ELDX, which shot a group of 0.364 inches with a velocity of 2,855, and this was one of the bullets that we wanted to compare the ELD VT to. The other bullet that we were going to compare is the ELDM. Now, the ELDM, this is a pretty typical group, right around an inch, going 2,830 feet per second with an ES of 12. So we'll kind of take a look and see what the ELD VT can do compared to these two groups, because this is kind of the bullet that we've gone with in the past. So if it compares, great. If not, I'm hoping it's not any worse than the ELDM, but we'll see. Alrighty, we just got back from the range, and here's kind of what that ELD VT did today. Our first group, just under 3/4 of an inch, so not awful, but definitely not what we're looking for. We can go quite a bit smaller, hopefully. But the velocity, we're pretty happy with that. 3,219 feet per second with an ES of 9. So that's pretty good. We'll probably come back to this load and see if we can change seating depths or something along those lines, just to see if it will group a little bit better. And then we get into these next two groups. This group was a half grain above the 3/4 inch group. So we are going an average of 3,254 feet per second with an ES of 50. That's not great. The ES is big. The velocity is okay, but that ES is not what we want. So I'm really thinking anything above this load here isn't going to be what we want. And the last group of the day, it's not the biggest. It's a touch smaller than this group. This was the hottest load we shot today. It was a grain more than this load, so it shouldn't have changed a whole lot. But we have an average velocity of 3,279 feet per second with an ES of 23, just over an inch. So it's not what we're looking for. We'll try some slower loads, some that have a different powder. We'll kind of play with it and see. One thing of note between the three groups that we have is this impact shift. So here, the center of the group's roughly 2 inches high of the bullseye. Same thing here. We could say it's roughly 2 inches. But then here, this center of this group, we're off to the right here. So H4350 might not be the go-to powder. Now, I've used these other two powders, Superformance and Stayball 6.5, in the past, and they have done extremely well. So we may end up switching to one of those other two powders to see if that will give us a better group, or we can end up switching to something from either Vita Vori or a different Hodgdon powder. We'll kind of take a look and see what we can find that's available, because we want to take these groups down to this right here. This gun can shoot extremely accurately. We just need to figure out what powder or seating depth or something different with these bullets, because 3/4 of an inch isn't awful, but we would like to get something a little closer to what this ELDX does, because the ELDMs, they're inconsistent. We haven't had the best of luck with them, and honestly, this is probably one of the better groups we've gotten with ELDM. So given that, we may end up switching powders or playing with the seating depth or something in it, like I said, just so that we can change these groups from ranging from 3/4 of an inch to 1.5 inches down to 3/8 of an inch. So thanks for watching, everybody, and stay tuned. There'll be more results here pretty quick.